Rangers win, Rangers win, Rangers win. Welcome to the Roundup. That's right, folks. Rangers going to work. Little rough start to the week. Happy Monday to you. They did start off a little rough. Let's be honest. As we talked last week, they are going to host a couple series. They had to head up to Cincinnati, take on the Reds, which they should have dominated, but guess what? They didn't. I was just talking about how they need to win these ball games against bad teams, and they go up to Cincinnati and get swept. That's right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. LLL. 7-6 on Monday, 7-6 on Tuesday, and 5-3 on Wednesday. Unbelievable. After sitting there looking at it, I was like, we can go through the box scores and we can look at this and that. And some of them are heartbreakers, right? Rangers got 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Reds, 7 runs, 8 hits, and 0 errors. The Reds are just not that great, but they got a couple solid wins against the Rangers. So, and that was Monday. Tuesday, you're looking at Rangers putting up 6 runs on 10 hits and an error. What's with the errors? And then 7 runs, 11 hits, and 0 errors by the Cincinnati Reds. Now, Wednesday's game, it kind of a low. Everybody was doing it 6-7, 6-7, and then it's 5-3. And let's see, Wednesday, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. The Rangers and these damn errors. Reds 5 runs on 7 hits. So. And the runs look to be all spackled in. Now, there was a walk-off for the Wednesday game. They scored, the Rangers scored a run in the 9th, and then here come the Reds, and they scored 2 in the bottom of the 9th. A little walk-off fashion. Nice little fun stuff. Then, after they're done just getting their clock, cleaned a little bit up in Cincinnati, they come back home to Arlington to face the Yankees for a 4-game set. Now, Yankees take off on game 1, 4-2. Just not getting a lot of output, right? It's okay. I've seen worse. Friday, they battle back 5-2. Then shut them out on Saturday, 2-0. And then I hope you watch this game because the Rangers put the foot down and did not let off. 15-2. Sent their ass back up to New York, packing that L. So Rangers did good. Like I said, the second half of the week, I assume that they were embarrassed and put out a little bit by losing to the Reds 3 straight games that they, kind of took it out on the Yanks. But it's all in all. Now, the upcoming games that we have, like this week specifically, we have the Diamondbacks coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we have the Angels Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the Diamondbacks are actually a pretty good ball team. They're running, okay, I had my stats right here. Now I don't have them. Explain to me how I don't have this. Why? I don't understand. There we go. 16-13. That's what they're rocking. Now, they've been, weird thing about the Diamondbacks, they put up a ton of runs or like no runs. Nothing really in between. I take that back. They score 5 or 6 from time to time, but, they do put on runs or they get runs put on them. It's quite, you don't really know what to think and how they're going to play. It's just a tough matchup for the Rangers. Luckily, they'll be at home. But, to be honest with you, what you're looking at here is, same thing with the Yankees, where you have a plus, they're over 500. They're a solid team, been playing good. And we want to make sure we got the sticks going. The defense is going. The errors are starting to concern me quite a bit. That's where I'm a little bit nervous, right? And then you have the Angels. Now, they're going to L.A. on this one. So they're home for 2 games, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they roll out to L.A. for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Angels are not bad. They're 15-14 as well. So the schedule is getting a little tough. Like I said, you got to win those games when you have a chance, and they didn't, right? They didn't beat the Reds like they should, at least 1 or 2 of those games. But then, like I said, they made it up against the Yanks, so that's a good thing. And but yeah, the Angels, solid squad. They're kind of getting everything back together. Now, they had a little trouble with the Brewers this week, but they handled the Oakland Athletics earlier, so you're looking at a pretty solid team. And if they were here, I'd say go to the game. You get to see Ohtani. That's something. He's just amazing. It's like a work of art. All right. My prediction for this week, they'll probably split Arizona. And I really got a feeling they're going to go 3-1 against the Angels. I have that feeling. Like they should not split, but just win it. Yeah, win the series, which would be nice. Oh, yeah, there's only 3 games. I'm sorry. They go 2-1. So they'll go 2-1. And then the following week, you got the Mariners and Athletics and things like that. We'll talk about that later because, we'll talk next week. Shouldn't be an issue. I know I said that about the Reds, and I did. I put my foot in my freaking mouth, and then they got swept by the Reds. Moving on. So everybody's been hitting great lately. I shout out to Jonah Heim. His average is above 300 now. He's actually got the highest on the team at 303. I'm pretty sure. Yep, with games played. Now, Corey Seager has a 359, but he hadn't played in a while. He's been hurt. And Jonah Heim, and I see him a lot because he's on my fantasy team. But you're talking, he's got 16 runs, 23 hits, 7 extra or 2-baggers, 5 homers, 22 RBIs. He's just doing great. His OPS is 978. That's the highest, I think, for if you're going to qualify, you got to, at least play at least 20 games. And right now, but Garcia's up there at 855. Jung is up there at 825, or 824, excuse me. Simeon, 801, Lowe, 798. So they're doing quite well. They're getting the sticks going, and today definitely helped. I thought it was great. I really did. They played great. You hope that they can keep this momentum going. All right. Now to the part that nobody really wants to talk about. Injury updates. So DeGrom has a right elbow inflammation, right? Expect to return TBA. They don't know. The Rangers ace left his April 28th start against the Yankees in the 4th inning with what was announced post-game as right forearm tightness. He went on the IL the following day after an MRI showed elbow inflammation. DeGrom also left his start on April 17th against the Royals due to wrist soreness, but he returned for the next scheduled outing on the A's on April 23rd. So, General Manager Chris Young said the club would continue to evaluate DeGrom over the coming days and weeks and see how he responds to the treatment before he returns to the mound. When it has TBA, they don't know yet. They don't know how long he's going to be out. With inflammation like this, you're probably looking at a couple weeks. He's probably going to miss his next 2 starts, I would think. Maybe 3 starts. He's your ace. He's the guy you need healthy. He's out there to get you those dubs, but I'll tell you what, you don't want to risk it. Man, this early in the season, we're only 1 month in, and that's baseball for you, right? Mitch Carver's still on the, 15-day? Yeah, 15-day IL. He can stay there. Just rest up, man. He still has mild left knee sprain. We talked about it last week. Corey Seager's still mid to May. Mid-May is comeback for his left hamstring strain. So those guys can stay there, rest up, get healthy. Right now, the boys are getting it done. Phenomenal work. And I do want to talk about, we're going to get over to standings. We're going to make this a quick episode because, you know what? Daddy got things to do. I got to get to bed. I am so freaking tired. Don't miss Strikeout Beer tonight, at 9 p.m. Central Time because it's going to be Monday. If we get around for the Monday show, I'll tell you all about my weekend. And then don't miss this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. We might just do one show. We might start doing just the longer live shows and whatnot. But listen, we're putting out all this great content, fun stuff, fun chats. We have this show, obviously, the Ranger Roundup with me. But then Alan's got his show as well, Talking Baseball with Alan. Check that out on our channel. You can find that wherever you stream your podcast. But let's go ahead and get into the standings. Rangers are still on the top. They're up 2 games on the Astros, 2.5 games on the Angels, 5 games on the Mariners, and 11.5 games on the Athletics. So right now they got a .607 win percentage. They're 11-5 at home, 6-6 away, and the last 10 games are 5-5. Not bad, pretty solid, but it's that the Reds losses that are tanking them a little bit because think about it. I mean, they could just be padding their way to the playoffs. I'm not talking playoffs yet. Playoffs. We're not talking playoffs. Now, I do have the American League standings up, and it's worth noting that the Rays are 23-6, which is just outstanding. They're still playing great baseball over there. Now, the top team in the NL, the Pirates, 20-9. Unbelievable what they got going. And I think they were kind of overshadowed a little bit because, the Rays went, 13 games undefeated. Now they're kind of coming back down to earth, but they're still great. I mean, 7-3 in their last 10, 14-2 at home, and 9-4 on the road. But AL West is going to be tough. You have, everybody's kind of bunched up in the middle except for the Athletics. They're just, they're done. They're not going anywhere. The Mariners, Astros, and Angels, all right there, striking distance. The season is young, I understand, and I say it every single week. This is a marathon, not a sprint. 162 of these babies every single year, and I'm looking forward to it. And we've been really excited about baseball. We have the MLB package, so it's always on when I'm at home. Or if I'm working from home, I always have the afternoon games on, and it's awesome to watch an afternoon game. The only problem is I don't get to watch the Ranger games on that channel. I have to go another route to get them. But I really do love just watching daytime baseball. And this Wednesday, I might be out at the ballpark for a 1 o'clock game. I feel the need to get out there and cheer on the boys. I said I wasn't going to the ballpark this year, and then here I am. Well, let's go to the ballpark. But it is what it is. Hey, we're going to have a great week here. I hope you're a part of that. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this show. We love you. We're out of here. Bye. Thank you for listening to Strikeout